The new school year is upon us, and with that comes the possibility of children attracting and spreading head lice among their peers. So can it be prevented? And how do you treat head lice?
Yes, joining us now with some advice is parent coach Aoife Lee, and the lovely 6-year-old Katie is joining us as well.
Morning, ladies.
Good morning to you both.
Yeah, how are
Thank you for joining us. It is
Thank
that annual discussion, Aoife, isn't it?
Yeah, that time of year again.
Yeah.
Back to school, and it's one of those things that raise its ugly head.
Yes.
So first of all, Aoife, what are they? What are head lice?
Head lice is essentially a greyish-white insect that lives in the hair, feeds off the scalp.
Oh, there it is.
And we're seeing it. Is that?
This is it here. Yeah, this is a live louse, and what happens is the female louse will lay her eggs, which is called the nit. And 9 to 10 days later, they will hatch, and they can live up to the hair 20 to 30 days after that, the live louse. And what happens is when the eggs hatch, the empty nit shell attaches quite firmly around the...
This is the egg, is it, Aoife?
This is the egg here, yeah, and it attaches to the hair. It's quite difficult to remove. Yeah. So that's probably one of the biggest things that we see initially. Yeah.
This is a bit of a yucky chat, isn't it, Katie?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. She's doing
anyway, you can tune out for a minute if you like.
But it is contagious, like highly contagious. If one kid gets it in class, the letters come home in the school bags. Alert.
Yeah, and look, we're only back to school. I think everyone's waiting in anticipation to get the note home. And to be fair to the schools, they're aware. And as soon as you get the note home, and even before that, there's no harm in checking through quite regularly, because sometimes, although the scratching can be the obvious sign, not all children will scratch. And it's only as the hair grows, you see the nit grow with the hair.
Oh, lovely.
I know.
Lovely.
I know, it's just
Lovely
too early in the morning.
Topic, isn't it?
Too early in the morning.
Let's talk about preventing it first of all,
Yeah.
before we treat it.
Yeah.
So what do we need to do to try and prevent it?
So, like I said, be aware, be vigilant, and take the opportunity in the evening times when the kids are getting ready for bed, take a look through, and be mindful of, the back, the nape of the neck, the back of the hair, under the fringe. See, Katie has a big fringe here, around, under, behind the ears, because they love the warm spots.
Okay.
So long hair.
Long hair, yeah, and absolutely. Ponytail plaits in school anyway. I know Katie knows that that's the deal when she goes into school. Yeah. Also, you can get a lot of... There's different products in the market, but tea tree oil mixed in with conditioner spray. A lot of families will do a quick spray even before they go into school as a preventative measure.
Yes.
And just avoid using brushes, combs, sharing hair accessories with other children.
Okay, well now we know boys aren't immune to it either, because I've been that soldier treating it at home and spraying them. If you do find them, where do you start, Aoife? What's the first step?
So first and foremost, we take our comb. Okay. You can see it here. And what's really important is that you... if I will demonstrate here now, we take the comb to the top of the scalp and firmly, in a steady motion, we move it down, right down the bottom to the bottom of the hair. And what you want to do is remove as much live louse or live lice, unhatched eggs, which are the nits, and the nit shells. Okay.
Are you doing that before you spray any treatment into the hair?
Yeah, so this is prior to any kind of chemical product.
Okay.
And because if you remove it all, it means that, or you're not going to remove it all, but
you're clearing the area for the product to work.
Yes, absolutely. And if you see with this particular comb, and it's available in all pharmacies generally, but it's a two-tiered comb, and you have all the product that will gather here in between the teeth of the comb. And what you do is get your white cloth, and once you gather up all your product as such, you tap it onto a white cloth, and sometimes cleaning it through with hot water, making sure that this is obviously not hot.
I found that dipping it into boiling water, Aoife, helps, and they just fall off.
Yeah, I know. Oh. And but what's important is because they won't all come off. So the likes of the nits, you have to actually gather them in between your thumb and your finger and pull it right down. Slide them out.
Lovely.
And then if it is a unhatched egg, you place in between the thumbnails and you
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
So, but do you know, I think what often happens is, you know, and I've said this before, like there is a stigma attached. And I think children are aware and they're conscious, and particularly if there is an infestation, it can be, as they get older, they can be more aware. So I think it's important to talk to the kids and go, look, this is really normal. It's part of growing up.
Absolutely, and it happens to the cleanest of heads.
Clean. It doesn't matter whether you wash hair daily, weekly. They love all types of hair.
Okay. So after we've done that, in terms of treatments then, and potions and lotions that you put into the hair. So
there's lots of products in the market. There's Light Clear and Full Marks, as I'm scratching my head.
Paranoid.
So you do your removal, like I said, with the comb, and then you can apply the shampoo. Some are chemical based, others are more natural. The likes of Nitty Gritty here. This is a head lice solution, and it's more of a natural product. They also do a preventative spray as well.
So is that a spray?
Yeah, this would be. We have it here. Sorry,
Oh, very good.
So that is the solution. You're spraying it all over the hair, all over the scalp?
Yeah, all over the scalp. What you need to do first is you wash and give a good amount of conditioner in, so you're detangling, and then you apply the product, and typically overnight. Again, ask your pharmacy what suits best.
Are you leaving it in overnight?
Ideally, yes.
Okay.
I think because sometimes if it's only a few hours, I think if you really want to attack, and you may have to apply certain products several times.
I was just going to ask you, how many times do you need to do that kind of routine? Well, obviously you just clear it once, but in terms of using the Nitty Gritty or using how many times?
Several times. It all varies on each product, so it's important to read the instructions. Keep checking. The other product I have is the V-Comb from Lice. This is again available in all many pharmacies, but they do the double whammy. It's kind of like they extract, but they also treat.
Right.
So it's a 2-in-1.
Very
essentially.
Good. And that's available in most of the pharmacies?
Yeah. There's a number of different pharmacies, and that's a really excellent product as well. So it just depends on your family, how many heads you have to treat, and what your preference is as a parent, because not everybody, you know, everyone's different in what they prefer. So,
yes, of course. Okay, and children taking selfies, I believe it's spreading faster because the heads are all beside each other.
Well, head to head, absolutely. And what happens is with live lice, they don't fly or jump, they walk.
Oh.
And you think,
God,
what are the chances? What are the chances of them getting it? It's so easy.
Yes, okay.
And so normal.
Well, listen, great advice. And thank you, Katie, for being such
well done, Katie. Superstar. She's just gone into first class, she told me.
Yes.
Thank you, Aoife.
Thank you, guys.
You feel scratchy now, do you?
Right, stop.